Hey guys, and welcome back. We are now going into multiplying polynomials part 2. So before we did monomials by polynomials, now we're going to do polynomials by polynomials. So 2 terms by 3 terms, or 3 by 3, really anything, any type of multiplication that's not just a monomial, so not just distributive. Okay, so with this topic, I actually like to show 4 different ways and then have you guys choose which one you like the best and use that one, okay? So we have our 4 methods: horizontal, vertical, distributive, box method, and FOIL. I mainly use FOIL. However, if you like horizontal, vertical, or box method, you are more than welcome to do those. Just be careful with your math, and that's pretty much it. So let's get started. Oh, also before I forget, FOIL really only works for 2 terms by 2 terms. The other ones, they all work for 2 terms by 2 terms, but they're more used for 2 terms by 3 terms or more. Okay, so just be careful with that. So our first example is 3x plus 4 times 5x squared minus 4x plus 3. So we're going to start with horizontal method, and we're going to do this problem 3 times. We're going to do a horizontal method, vertical method, and then box method, so you can see what it's actually, which one you like best, and then we'll do FOIL with a different problem. Okay, so horizontal method, here are the steps. So stack and line up, it's basic multiplication. Do not forget placeholders, combine like terms. So it is basic multiplication. We're gonna put our trinomial or polynomial on top, binomial on bottom. We are multiplying just like a regular multiplication problem. You start with, in a multiplication problem, you would start with the ones place, the tenths place, the hundredths place, like that. That's all we're doing. So we're gonna box out the 3x, and we're just gonna do 4. We're gonna do 4 times 3, 4 times negative 4, 4 times 5. So 4 times 3, 4 times negative 4, 4 times 5. So once we do that, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times negative 4x is negative 16x, 4 times 5 is 20x squared. Okay? So once we do that, we need to put a placeholder here. Get rid of these, and we're going to move this to cover up the plus 4, because now we're doing 3x, and same method. We're going to do 3x times 3, 3x times negative 4x, 3x times 5x squared. So let's do that. 3x times 3 would be 9x. 3x times negative 4x would be negative 12x squared. 3x times 5x squared would be 15x cubed. So that looks like that. Okay, so just like in multiplication, now we just add up. Literally just go down, combine like terms. So we're adding, so 12 plus nothing is plus 12. Negative 16 plus 9 is negative 7x. 20 minus 12 would be 8x squared, and 15x cubed is just 15x cubed. So that is our answer. That is horizontal method. So if you're good with that one, great. But I still want you to write down vertical method and box method so you can see which one makes a little more sense to you, okay? So vertical or distributed method is pretty much exactly like what we've been doing as far as distributing goes. Okay, so really all we're doing is taking that first term, multiplying it to everything in the parentheses. So 3x times 5x squared, 3x times negative 4x, 3x times 3. So 3x times 5x squared is 15x cubed, 3x times negative 4x is negative 12x squared, 3x times 3 is 9x. And then we're going to do the same thing with the plus 4. So we're going to distribute this one to everything inside. So 4 times 5 is 20x squared, 4 times negative 4x, negative 16x, and 4 times 3 is plus 12. So we literally did the same thing, and now we're just vertically, we're going across and just combining like terms. So 15x cubed does not have a like term, and that's kind of what I like better about horizontal method, is that the like terms are stacked on top of each other. So it's really organized and easy to read. But for this method, negative 12x squared, 20x squared would be like terms. 9x and negative 16x would be like terms. The first and last term are kind of on their own, so they would just fall down. Okay, so 15x cubed plus 8x squared minus 7x plus 12. So we still end up with the same thing essentially. It's just the way we organized our work was different. Okay, so same problem, but now we're going to do the box method. So if you've ever done lattice multiplication, this is exactly what that is. So this may make sense to some of you. It may not make any sense to some of you, and that's okay. Choose the method that works for you. So we will draw a box out. We're doing a 2 by 3 because we have 3x plus 4 times 5x squared minus 4x plus 3. So we're placing on sides of boxes with sides. We're placing the numbers on the sides of the boxes. So on this one, we have 4x squared minus 4x plus 3. Notice I put the sign with each one. On the side, we're going to do 3x plus 4. And honestly, you could have done a 2 by 3 long ways or this way. It's your choice. And then we're just gonna go horizontally and vertically and horizontally, and figure out what our product is of each square. So 5x squared times 3x would be 15x cubed. And then we just keep going. 3x times negative 4x, 12x squared. 3 times 3x is 9x. 5x squared times 4 is 20x squared. Negative 4x times 4 would be negative 16x. And last, 3 times 4 would be 12. Okay, and then with this one, what I do like is, I'm going to get rid of all these arrows first. Okay, what I do like is your work is still pretty organized. Now we're just going to take the diagonals and we're going to add those up. So 15x cubed has nothing on its diagonal, so we'll just bring 15x cubed down. Negative 12x squared matches up with 20x squared, so those are like terms. So plus 8x squared. And then 9x to negative 16x, those are like terms, so we have minus 7x. And then of course 12 has nothing, so it's just 12 plus 12. Okay, so that, if you like that method, that works too. It's your choice, like I said. So those are your 3 methods that kind of differ from each other. The last thing I'm going to show you is FOIL. This is mainly for binomials and binomials. Again, this is mainly like distributive property. You're just distributing really, but you know, I love it because the steps are first, outer, inner, last, FOIL, which makes it really easy to remember. First terms of each parentheses, outer terms of each parentheses, inner terms of each parentheses, and last terms. So what does that mean? So I have 3x plus 7 times 2x minus 6. So first, what is the first term in each parentheses? It's 3x and 2x. So I'm going to multiply those first. So that's going to be 6x squared. Next, outer, what are my 2 outer terms? That would be 3x and negative 6. So 3x times negative 6 is negative 18x. And then inner, what's on the inside? 7 and 2x. So I would multiply those two. 7 times 2x is plus 14x. And then last, I have 7 and negative 6. So 7 to negative 6 would be minus 42. And the nice thing about FOIL is that your like terms typically end up right next to each other. So right here, we have negative 18x and 14x. So we can just put those together. And my answer is 6x squared minus 4x minus 42. Okay, so I am definitely like a strong supporter of FOIL. That's just quick, easy, makes the most sense to me. However, you may like horizontal, vertical, or box method, and that's okay. You can use either of those, any of those. If you have any questions, feel free to hop on Zoom. I'll be on during class. Of course, if you're watching this after class, then you might need to come to tutoring on Wednesday after school. So do that. Bye, guys.